It's said that Harajuku style is gone, but what actually is Harajuku style? I think a lot of us have our own interpretation of what Harajuku style really is, but the truth is that it was never just one defined style. Harajuku refers to a physical place in Tokyo, and what people refer to as Harajuku fashion comes from the styles that emerged and developed and gathered there over time. Its roots go back to post-war period. After World War II, the area around Harajuku, including what was known as Washington Heights, became a point of contact between American and Japanese culture. That exposure to Western clothing and lifestyle had a huge impact on the youth in Tokyo. And by the 1970s and 80s, Harajuku had already become a place where youth gathered on weekends, using fashion as a form of self-expression around mainstream norms. And by the 1990s, this visibility intensified. Street photographers and publications began consistently documenting what people were wearing in Harajuku. Most notably, Fruits magazine, founded by Shoichi Aoki in 1997. He focused almost entirely on street snaps from the area, and these images circulated internationally and played a major role in shaping the global idea of Harajuku style. At the same time, there were very distinct subcultures present. Styles like Lolita, visual kei influenced fashion, punk, and highly layered, colorful street styles were all visible in the same area. Many of them had their own internal rules, references, and communities. So while Harajuku wasn't one single style, it also wasn't random. It was a concentration of multiple clearly defined styles existing side by side. And what connected them wasn't shared aesthetics, but a shared approach. There was a strong emphasis on individuality, on mixing influences, on reworking clothing, and on dressing outside mainstream fashion systems. So when people talk about Harajuku style as it was one cohesive style, it is all just a simplification that came from how it was documented and exported visually. When people say that Harajuku style is gone, they're usually comparing it to its peak in the 90s and early 2000s, when there was a very high concentration of visible street fashion in that specific area. And it's true, you don't see the same density of those styles in Harajuku anymore. But then again, Harajuku was never one fixed style to begin with. It was always dependent on the people who were there at the time. And it has continuously changed as youth culture, media, and the city itself has changed. So rather than something that disappeared, it makes sense to look at Harajuku as an ever-evolving space. Not one style, but a location where multiple styles emerged, overlapped, and were made visible.